Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you recognize this old setup with the webcam on my desk, then thank you, because those are my older videos, which they're okay. Not really designed for this kind of setup, but thank you for joining me. Today we are playing the Fate Stay Night visual novel, which I consider myself a pretty big Fate fan. I know a lot of the characters, I know the stories of this visual novel because I've read up about them, but I've never actually played the game, so maybe I'm a fake fan, or we'll see. I've got some figures there, the Sakura, Raiko, and Altria on the shelf. Just gonna take this one chill. It's gonna be a little series where I just play this in the night. As you can see, it's all my face is very glowy, but just want to chill and play the game, really. So we'll see how it goes. So I've just opened the game up now. Unfortunately, I can't get it into full screen or full windowed. So it's have to be like this. You have to enjoy my lovely Raiko background with some thigh right there. We got this, but it's gonna be a chill one. It was a thrust like lightning, a spearhead thrust to pierce my heart. Trying to dodge it would be useless. Being lightning, it's invisible to the human eye. Is lightning invisible to you? But the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by moonlight that tries to save me. Clang, a beautiful sound. No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she is wearing is not beautiful at all, and as unrefined as the cold night. The sound wasn't beautiful at all. It was actually the sound of steel. It's just that the night is beautiful enough to turn it into a charming sound like a bell. Master. I ask of you, are you my master? She asks in a voice that lights up the darkness. I have come forth in response to your summons. From this time forward, my sword shall be with you, and your fate shall be with me. Now our contract is complete. The Japanese, right? Yes, the contract has been complete. So this is Emiyashiro. So now if you've watched Fate Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works, Prisma Ilie makes an appearance, and this is Saber. When she chose me as her master, I'm sure I swore to help her too. The moonlight still lights up the darkness. As if following the night's example, the shed again falls night. The shed again falls silent. The shed? It's fan translated. What? Time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second. But I'm sure I'll remember the scene vividly, even when I've gone to hell. The face slightly turned. The quiet green eyes. The instant becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizing her sways in the wind. They're inside a warehouse. What sways? A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight. So, Emiyashiro just summoned Saber in his little warehouse, which is, yeah, the beginning of UBW. Fate. This is a story from 10 years ago. I'm watching someone I know very well. A tall man with a deep-featured face, who to my knowledge has never told a joke, is patting my head. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use, so to be more accurate, he's grabbing my head and mashing it around. Wow, this music's lit. I guess that's only to be expected. After all, the first time he's ever patted my head. I'll have to get going now. You know what to do now, right? I answer the deep voice with a polite, yes. The man patting my head nods once, lets go, and stands up. So, that was it. If I'd known that it was our final moment together, I would have made him laugh with my best jokes. I had practiced telling jokes a lot, in hope that I could bring a smile to his grave face. I guess you could say I was sad that I couldn't tell him about any of them. Oh, that's Tosca Rin, Baby Rin. Put the association in your debt by the time you mature. I'll let you decide what to do after that. You should be able to take care of yourself. Even though he said such things, I guess he was still worried. He told me about the heirloom jewels, the jewels inherited from the master, and how to manage the basement. As he was telling me all the things I didn't know yet, I realized even as a child that most likely he wouldn't be coming back. A war had started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. But the only ones at war were 7 people. In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable, but here it's a different story, as the ones in conflict are Magi. The 7 Magi, each from a different faction, had started to compete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. Let's turn that music down a bit, it's getting on a bit. The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did that his time was near. Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as the Tosaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a magus, you can't avoid it. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher as well as my father. Ato-sama. Take care, father. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but I shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great magus. Among Magi, there are only obstinate people. In the whole world, I don't think anyone had a better character than his. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he left me in the end. Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as the Tosaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a magus, I'm going to say magus, you can't avoid it. In the end, he left me those words as a magus and not as a father. That is why at that moment my path was determined. Alright, I'll do my best to be a proper magus. It's only natural for a student to follow the words of their teacher. Since then, through many twists and turns, I, Tosaka Rin, have matured. It has been 10 years. The music stopped. It has been 10 years since the winter day on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The event I have never forgotten about is about to start. 1 of 31. Oh, okay. We're in a very fancy looking bedroom. Something is ringing. Yeah, it is. Bring, bring. Shut up. Stop it. The sound doesn't stop. It rings loudly as if I'm an enemy. What? Come on. I was up late last night, so it should let me sleep in a bit longer. No, it has to let me sleep in. I was deciphering my father's will until early this morning, and I've used up too much magical energy. In other words... Oh, crap. Oh, God. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry, I skipped that part. So far we've seen Emiya summon a servant, and then it's gone over to Tosuka Rin and the Tosuka family, where Rin was talking very highly of her father, who is also her teacher, and she is his student. So he left to go on this great Magi war of 7 people. So I'm guessing this is her waking up in her bedroom. Ah, geez, you're really stubborn. Bring, 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 bring. The alarm clock doesn't speak my language. So why does the ringing sound like it's telling me you're going to be late? 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 Blech. Late? Being late is bad. Though that depends on the situation. I'm a good student, but maybe I can get to school at the last moment just for today. That's right. I set the alarm 30 minutes early, so I should be able to sleep for 30 minutes more. Wait, if you're supposed to wake up at 9 o'clock and you set it for 8:30, how does that make... Am I being dumb? Huh? Isn't that strange? Set it 30 minutes early. I look at the alarm clock drowsily. The clock is pointing exactly at 7. I usually get up at 6:30, so the spare 30 minutes have already been used up. Oh, why can't I think when I wake up? I stare at the alarm clock for several seconds. Shutting it off, I decided to go back to bed. Oh, it sounds like Fable. Oh. Passing through the cold hallway, I enter the cold living room. It's very cold. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Fuyuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning it's as cold as any other city. I can even see my breath indoors, and on top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm it up. Dambo, heater. Turning on the heater, I head to the bedroom. At times like this, living on your own is inconvenient. If there was someone to wake up before me, the living room would be warm by now. I wash my face at the sink. I brush my long hair and get ready. A cold morning, a cold sink. A cold hallway and a cold living room. The only advantage is that the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. Refreshing, indeed. I tie my ribbon and I'm all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7, and I'm a bit disappointed. Man, I guess I don't have to run after all. Then again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running to school anyway. It is custom of the Tosuka family to act with composure and elegance at all times. Taking a custom like that seriously must mean that my family originated from a very high-class background indeed. Owning this old Western-styled mansion is proof of that. On top of it, the Tosaka family is a bloodline of sorcerers able to use the power of magic. If you're talking about age, our family has an ancient history. She talking to herself? Something anime does a lot. Stuff like this. Well, it's not something I can brag about. Actually, I can't speak openly about it at all. Oh, by the way, I, Tosaka Rin, am a magus. Who on earth can I brag to like that? Magic is just what it sounds like. Magic. I don't care if you get the ideas like abracadabra or whatever. You can just think of us as people who do strange things by casting spells. Oh, though it's not like we fly around on brooms or make stars appear with the wave of a wand. Accio. Well, we could do that, but we don't bother. It's just kind of meaningless. We're basically heretics who hide ourselves from the world. We're prohibited from standing out, and even if we weren't, we would rather be at home studying magic. Nerds. But to be honest, if any of you lived in a world where magic did exist, pretty sure we'd all hit the books to learn some magic, so... On top of that, the word sorcerer is completely inaccurate. To be precise, there are only 5 sorcerers in the world. Things no one can do, things beyond the ability of modern science, the ones who can make such miracles are the ones we call sorcerers. Miracles that can never be achieved, regardless of time or effort, those we call sorcery. Those things that are mysterious, but achievable with time and effort, those we call magic. Gotta stay hydrated, boys. That's why what I do is called magic rather than sorcery. It's complicated, but that's how it is, so just accept it. Sounds like Rin. Well, to be honest, the modern world doesn't recognize the existence of magi. As we believe control and learn things that are immeasurable, our existence is incompatible with the modern world. Because it's kind of meaningless. Going to a normal school and becoming a normal adult will bring you far more happiness than studying magic. Human technology is great. In the past few hundred years, it has been leading the way ahead of magic. Nothing is impossible for humans. The miracles once only possible through magic are now tools, and not miraculous at all. Still, magic has its good points. Just as there are things possible only through science, there are also things possible only through magic. It was the master of the Tosaka family who said that if science is moving towards the future, magic is moving towards the past. Something about the past and future ending up at the same place, everything always running toward the 0 point. Let's put off all these difficult discussions. They should wait until we're old. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I think this episode's running on long enough. This is going to be quite a long series if I continue to play it, but I'm enjoying it so far because I do like Fate very much. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be quite a long series if I do keep it up, but I say I'm not a massive visual novel guy. I don't really play them, but I really did want to play this for reasons, and hopefully you'll see those reasons later on. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this very chill sesh of a bit of gaming, if you can call this gaming, but much appreciated. Please check out my social media links below. I'll see you next time. Peace.